In happier news, Chelsea Clinton has officially come out and said that she will not run for president in 2020. Thank you, Jesus. I mean, it's about fucking time. Thank you. I was about, I was sitting here concerned, like damn near feeling I was gonna have a fucking stroke any second here. Basically, since the first time some shit stick on Twitter decided to float the idea of Chelsea fucking Clinton running for office, at least for president in 2020. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me? The only person, honestly, I think that could be worse as someone to take on Trump would be if they actually tried to run Hillary again. If they, like, dusted her off, dragged her out of whatever boardroom she's sitting in, and, like, propped her back up there. Oh, one more time. Let's see if we can get this done. No, like, it's not happening. All right, like I said, like, it's like, this is one of those things too. Like, I am fucking sick of these, like, political, like, dynasty, like, families, like the Clintons and the Bushes, and enough with it. All right, we don't need them anymore. We don't want them. No one wants them. Nobody. By the way, I gotta make sure to get a screen capture of that tweet or that statement where she said she's not going to be running, and make sure to save a copy of it in case she ever tries to renege. You know, flip-flopping on positions is kind of a Clinton thing. So is blowjobs in the Oval Office, but that's a whole other thing. But anyway, I'm salty today. Oh well, at this point with the whole like YouTube thing, I'm just like, fuck it. I mean, they're not gonna let me monetize this stuff anyway. So not that it's gonna get enough views to even bother with. So anyway, first off, like I said, I'm very glad that she's officially publicly announced that she will not be attempting to run. Now, if she could only publicly announce that she will not be involved in politics anymore, period, that would be nice. In fact, if Hillary could do the same, that would be awesome. That would make my day. That'd make my week. Hell, that would make my fucking month. Hillary Clinton announces she's retiring. Good. Because there's always that kind of hanging around, like, oh, every so often she's just like, because it's like every so often she like pokes her friggin', it's like friggin' whack-a-mole. It's like every so often, no. Stay down. No one likes you. Go away. That's because that's the thing. Like, they still get this weird. I think a lot of people on the left still get this issue that it's like, right and left. Like I said, this is why I don't really like the whole partisan. Like, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican kind of shit, because both of them fuck up on plenty of things, or get a lot of things wrong. For instance, in my opinion, the whole Trump thing, the whole Trump victory and presidency and the 2016 election, I don't think it was, well, actually, when you go by popular vote, he wasn't the most popular, but I think the 2016 election was more of a thing about how much people hated people like Clinton. Not that they really supported Trump, but more that they didn't support Clinton and what she stood for. And so the idea of running a Clinton, or especially Hillary, for any office ever, again, like, you have been smacked down. The country has spoken twice that they do not want her in running this country. They do not trust her. They don't like her. Whatever. And I know there's always going to be people out there like, oh, sexism, they're just sexist. Like, no, Hillary was a bad candidate. I know we're supposed to be talking about Chelsea, but I'm rolling with it. She was a bad candidate. She was deeply flawed. She had a lot of corporate ties that were very concerning. There's a whole thing with the Clinton Foundation. Oh, interestingly enough, like, people are saying, oh, well, what, it basically just seems like an organization for them to kind of warehouse staffers and launder money, basically, to pay for campaigns or to buy influence. And oh, would you look at that? After she lost, like, the fucking donations to the Clinton Foundation took a nosedive. What? Does Monsanto or Saudi Arabia not really feel like being charitable anymore? Surely they couldn't have been giving them all that money surely they couldn't have been giving them all that money just to curry favor. I guess they just decided to fuck charity. But anyway, there's all that stuff, and whether you like it or not, Chelsea Clinton is attached to that. She has that stink sort of stuck to her. I mean, for crying out loud, she was like one of the top people at the fucking Clinton Foundation. And people think for an instant that that's not going to stick to her if she tries to run, or if she were to try to run for any office. They got another thing coming. Because it's like, oh, second most disliked politician in history. Who could we possibly run after running the second most disliked politician in history? Let's run her spawn. Surely they'll like her. Like, no. Again, I think I started this whole particular part of the rant with the whole thing about it not being about... Okay, yeah, it's not about sexism. And, hell, like, for me, personally, I voted for Jill Stein. Texas. If Texas does flip Democrat, it's not going to be for Hillary Clinton, period. So it's just like, why not? Plus there's a whole thing, if the Green Party got a certain number of votes, or a certain percentage of votes, they could unlock more federal funding for elections and be able to run more of a better campaign, or more effective campaign. But anyway, like me personally, and a lot of people that are sort of identify as independents or progressives, would have voted for someone like Elizabeth Warren. Even though at this point in time, I have plenty of issues with her. They would have voted for, like me, I could maybe go for like a Tulsi Gabbard or Nina Turner. I like Nina Turner. There are a number of women that I think would really make a good president, but not Hillary Clinton. And it's not, it's the same reason that Mitt Romney wouldn't have made a good president. The same reason that George W. Bush made it. Well, actually, not the same reason. He was just a moron. Same reason, reason why a lot of people don't like politicians. It's because they just feel like, okay, they care about the donors. They don't really care about voters. And if you look at, the only things that they ever try to run on or actually say, hey, I'll do this or I'm going to do that, if they ever mention policy, is always this, lightweight kind of issues that basically, when you look at it, don't affect donors that much. Like gay marriage. Right and left both have their own position on gay marriage. And in my opinion, the reason they have that is because it doesn't affect donors. It doesn't affect, Comcast or Blue Cross Blue Shield or AT&T one way or the other if gay and lesbians are allowed to get married. So that's a safe issue for them to be for or against. And that's just... that's my opinion. As with everything else here discussed here, it's my opinion on that. So yeah, I said, it's good. She's currently at least saying, at the moment, that she's not going to make a run for it. We'll see if that holds true later on, because there might be some shit like that 3 years from now. Oh, well, I wasn't, but, I feel that for the good of the country, I have to. Oh. Again, I said, I'm hopeful, but I'm not, just yet.